Coming up next on Good Taste, the new patio dining spot that San Antonio is all abuzz about.
Figured out how to flip a burger and
Talk about entertaining. This classy bistro in the Hill Country has it all.
It's like a general store. Back
on
of the
steroids. Plus, there's a first time for everything.
You can let it go now, Tanji.
We'll take you to one of my favorite spots in the Woodlands where your first visit won't be your last. Good Taste starts right now. Hi everyone, welcome to Good Taste. I'm Tanji Patton. Looking for a place to dine out? Whether you're in Austin, San Antonio, Houston, the Valley, we've got you covered. The weather is finally fantastic. Perfect for a little al fresco dining. We'll start in San Antonio. We found a patio you and your dog are gonna love. A new hip spot sits all cozy and close to the popular Pearl in San Antonio. One glance of its eye-catching umbrellas on its pooch-perfect patio is all it takes to lure you in.
I love the patio. It's very open and airy.
It's his third time to be here. He has a big time.
Down on Grayson oozes charm, from the dramatic Venetian-inspired windows to the colorful 70-foot-long bar.
The food is outstanding, and it's kind of a nice place to socialize, too. We see a lot of friends and have a good time every time we come.
He's right. Down on Grayson is all about good times and good food.
So I have the French onion soup, and it's fabulous. There's like a whole brick of cheese on top.
The menu is fun and fresh, with sandwiches, salads, and shareable plates.
Order up, meatballs.
All scratch-made, with something for everyone.
One of our best sellers, the double dip.
Yeah.
Got our pimento cheese.
It's warm. Easy to see why Down on Grayson is an instant hit with the locals. Owner Pat Moloch happens to be the co-creator of one of the coolest country music venues in Texas, the legendary Gruene Hall. His hat also hangs on the very famous Grist Mill restaurant next door.
figured out how to flip a burger and cook a T-bone. And next thing you know, it'll be 40 years next year.
Over the years, Pat has palled around with some of the top names in country music. But now, he's collaborating with someone even closer to home at Down on Grayson, his daughter, Katie. The original idea was to open a good old-fashioned South Texas ice house.
You know, with some tacos and, you know, a couple cold beers and just kind of laid-back kind of deal.
We wanted it to be a place where women could come and have long lunches, and at the same time on Saturday you could come and watch football and drink a beer.
What evolved is a casual and contemporary celebration of both worlds, where you can sink your teeth into one of Pat's classics like the Big Juicy Char King, dripping with cheddar cheese, served with thin, crispy, hand-battered onion rings. Or one of Katie's new additions, the savory avocado toast, made with fresh avocados spread on hearty seeded bread, sprinkled with salt, olive oil, and red chili flakes.
It's a good one.
That could be lunch. Or a dish they can both agree on, a fire-roasted chicken breast, slow-cooked with a honey lime glaze, served with colorful corn off the cob.
My daughter and I kind of butted heads a little bit. We were, you know, I'm a little more lazy, good old boy, and Katie's Katie's more of a foodie than I am, and I think we've kind of reached a pretty good middle ground.
It was a compromise between he wants juicy, cheesy burgers a lot, and I like salads.
Katie grew up hanging out at Gruene Hall, winning over John Travolta when they filmed the movie Michael there in the 90s. And it was clear, even early on, she had a knack for business and an eye for design.
Katie had a vision of these great, cool windows that we'd seen, and we, you know, everybody kept drawing these things with panes in them. We found a big enough piece of glass that we had to import from somewhere. And it really looks like it's all one piece.
And those cute striped umbrellas, they were Katie's idea too. What have you learned about him that you didn't know before you worked together?
Honestly, just that he's so smart. He does so many different things. He
Okay,
books.
parents everywhere. The words you long to hear. It does happen.
No, I mean, you wouldn't believe how much stuff he really does. He books every band at Gruene Hall still, and service has always just been a huge deal for him. And going somewhere where you consistently get good service is great, and that's what we aim for.
That's something you can always count on at any Padmo-like restaurant, along with tons of fabulous food. So when it comes down to deciding on a dish, when there is a disagreement, who wins?
Well, we try and do both, actually, like the kale. I'm not really a kale fan, and the kale salad's a big hit, but we threw in some fish tacos and a good old-fashioned South Texas nacho, and done a few of those items here, and the nachos are a big seller here.
Oh, they're real. It's real
yeah.
cheese. I love that. Oh, yum. All right. It's that combination of the classics with what's on trend that seems to be the secret sauce here. Like the shishito peppers sauteed with sesame oil and served with a tangy sriracha mayo. When they're nice and sweet with that sriracha, that's good.
Oh my gosh, the Brussels sprouts. So good.
Or these tasty little Brussels sprouts, bursting with flavor. All nice to nibble on, next to something cold from the bar that also boasts an impressive yet approachable wine list.
How about a couple of Fest Parkers?
It's somewhere where you can go a couple times a week and get something different on the menu. It's approachable. It's just kind of a neighborhood feel-good place.
Love that patio. Coming up, fun international flavors at a neighborhood grill. But next, a one-of-a-kind find. Sensational dining and ooh la la shopping in the Hill Country. There's a place for you at our table. We'll be right back. Good things come from Cisco. Welcome back to Good Taste. How about a little fun in the Hill Country? What a surprising find. A French-inspired bistro in the heart of the Texas Hill Country, plus a whole lot more. You walk in and it's kind of wow. A true trifecta, really. A charming eatery, an art gallery, and chic boutique, all in one place. Texas like you've never seen it before. That's really cool.
That's exactly it.
Upstairs, a showcase of contemporary artists from Texas. At street level, a treasure trove of all things beautiful, all setting the perfect backdrop for the bistro below.
The bistro menu is all about eclectic, healthy, hearty food.
A menu stocked with wines from across the globe. This eclectic show is Vaudeville in Fredericksburg. Directing the cast are co-owners Richard Beaupre, an artist, and Chef Jordan Moralia. The duo's dreamy creation of Vaudeville opened several years ago in a spacious historical Victorian building on Main Street.
Wine's always good, food's always good.
Here, the salads, charcuterie, and sandwiches are as carefully curated as the works of art. Starting with Vaudeville's take on a Reuben. Marble rye surrounds pastrami, pairing perfectly with the Brussels sprout kraut and melted Gruyere. The Vaudeville carpaccio hits all the right notes. Thinly sliced Angus tenderloin, topped with a mesmerizing micro salad, and drizzled with a sassy, syrupy saba de Modena, a beautiful balsamic glaze. Looking for something lighter? Savor the flavors in the marinated chicken confit. The Sicilian olive oil braised free-range chicken is served with fresh garden greens, all with a luscious lemon Dijon vinaigrette.
The food is delicious. The atmosphere is wonderful.
The restaurant is actually in the basement.
Correct.
And it's done so, it's just cool. I don't know a better way to describe it. There's a lot of coolness going on.
Well, thank you. And we're passionate about food, we're passionate about wine, we're passionate about just living a beautiful life.
That passion led Richard and Jordan to bring all things beautiful to Fredericksburg.
It's like a general store. Back
On
of the
steroids. Everything is distinctly Texas, but in a very modern way. What is the reaction you get when people walk in for the first time?
Very often I hear that, like, oh my God, I didn't think this would be possible here in a small town. Oh, I'm not in Fredericksburg anymore, or I'm not in Texas anymore.
From jewelry to home decor, every piece is hand-selected. Seashells,
Exactly.
bones.
Yeah, bones, there's antlers.
From the unique artwork to the eclectic gift ideas. That same attention to detail goes into every dish that's prepared, all farm to table fresh and made from scratch, both in the bistro and the supper club next door.
It's another vibe. Down here we really focus more on hearty, healthy, sort of American classics, and upstairs is more of our fine dining, where it's a little bit more gastronomy, some more contemporary techniques as well.
These multi-course tastings on the weekends are artfully paired with Vaudeville's amazing wines.
So we're looking at some super Tuscans, we've got some Bordeaux, but we focus on more boutique wineries, and there's a lot out there, so our job is fun.
Back in the kitchen, we're making something lighter, Vaudeville's popular Power Bowl.
It is wild salmon. It's super clean, healthy.
It's seasoned with kosher salt, cracked pepper, and espelete, a Spanish red pepper, then rubbed with olive oil and sizzled on a very hot grill.
As we dress our salad with some champagne vinegar.
Once the salmon is done, the skin is left behind, then grilled on both sides to make a crispy salmon bacon.
It's really nice, sort of salty, crispy salmon chicharron.
Now to plate this bountiful bowl, Chef Jordan adds the hydroponic greens, quick pickled purple cabbage, radish, and fennel. Then he bathes it all in a miso broth made with vegetable stock and kombu. I would have never thought that tastes good, but it tastes
Isn't it
fantastic.
great?
Yes,
I know.
it really does. Salmon bacon.
It's first rate all the way. I get the ambiance and the experience of a lifetime, and it's in the hill country.
I was so inspired by the pimento cheese dip down on Grayson. I wanted to share it with you. And I went to my go-to chef at HEB, Adrian, and I can't wait for you to try this at home. You've added some really fun kicks to this.
Pimento's an oldie, but always a goodie. So yeah, there's nothing better than putting that good special chef twist on a couple of things.
Some of the basics we know. We'll talk about the cheeses, but honestly, I think a couple of these products really made all the difference in the world.
Absolutely. These can all be found at the Cooking Connection at your HEB. We've got gourmet pickled jalapenos. We're doing a nice little chili seasoning, so we're definitely taking it to the next level.
Yeah, this is really fun. You'll make this at your next party, I guarantee. Okay, what do we do?
So we'll start with the basic pimento base. We've got all HEB own brand cream cheese, olive oil, mayonnaise, cheddar, and Colby Jack. We're gonna toss in, instead of old-fashioned cayenne, do a little of our Montana Mix chili salt. So really kind of an intricate flavor there. We'll throw in our Adams Reserve house rub just for some basic pick-me-up on the spice. And this is really cool. These are the Buyer's Best candied jalapenos, so sweet and spicy.
Those are so good.
Totally make it what it is.
They really do.
And then we'll finish with something really cool. Instead of old school pimentos, we're throwing in our cherry pepper toppers, so still gives it the color, the flavor, but a little bit of a tang and a twist.
More zest, right?
Absolutely. All right, and then we just mix this together and we can let it sit up to 12 hours and it'll be perfect and blended together in the morning.
And voila, the finished product.
Yeah, so we're just topping it off and pizzazzing it up with a little extra jalapeno over the top. And we make the best in-house, fresh, daily made guacamole. So a little of that on the side, you've got a whole party on a platter, sweet potato chips, blue corn, you can't go wrong.
That is amazing, and it's even good warm.
Oh yeah, serve it warm, absolutely. Give
Try
it a little
that.
extra melt, no doubt, yeah.
Chef, as
Thank
always.
you so much.
Great job. We've got the recipe on goodtaste.tv. Don't go anywhere. My wine finds are next. And outsmarting an octopus
It's about 2.5 pounds.
when Good Taste returns. Good Taste with Tanji is brought to you in part by H-E-B. Talk about an instant dose of energy. Your spirits soar the minute you walk into Fielding's Local. Daylight streams in from every direction, and it's stunning, uplifting really.
We love the atmosphere here. It's great for girls' nights, date night.
This Woodlands farm-to-table spot is all about local, from the welcoming outdoor patio that fronts a luscious green space to the spot-on, locally sourced dishes that arrive at your table. Owner Carrie Attar is a true expert in the hospitality business.
With jalapeno peppers, and then shave Parmesan cheese on it.
He knows every single detail about every single dish on Fielding's inviting menu.
Today, Mrs. Weingrad is having the Dorper lamb, which is an amazing dish.
And seems to love every minute.
In watching you, move around the restaurant, interact with your guests, after 30 some odd years, what keeps you excited about this?
I think it's, for me, it's not coming to work. I feel it in my bones. And I get to interact with really amazing people every day, and there's always something new and different. It's like the curtain coming up on the stage every day.
And that stage at Fielding's has lots of stars. There's the char siu or barbecued pork belly, a colorful plate with grilled avocado, bok choy, and shishito peppers, highlighted with a fabulously flavorful dashi glaze and togarachi spices.
There's a lobster mac and cheese that we love.
We loved it too. A mouth-watering combination of melted manchego and comp cheeses with rich bits of lobster, salty pancetta, and fresh roasted zucchini.
The food is cutting edge.
There's something for all palates. The pizzas are delicious, hand-tossed and served piping hot straight out of an authentic wood-burning oven. The energy you feel in the sunlit dining room carries over to the spacious open kitchen, all under the direction of the French-trained executive chef Adalberto Gonçalves.
I mean, it gets even more energy when you get close to the kitchen, the fire, the sizzling, and the chef yelling as well.
The chef yells, I love that. He's passionate about what he does.
I am. I've been in the kitchens for 30 years. If I was not passionate, I would not be here.
Yeah, you want a nice grill marks? All right.
At Fielding's Local, the steaks sizzle. Hand cut daily right at the restaurant. Raised locally at 44 farms in Cameron, Texas, and dry aged for 28 days. If your tastes lean more toward exotic fare, you've got to try the pulpo. That's Spanish for octopus. Until now, I had never attempted to cook one of these massive mollusks. It was interesting.
How big is this thing?
It's about 2.5 pounds. Yes.
Oh,
all right.
my goodness.
Okay, so you're just going to plunge the tentacles for a couple of times and bring it back up.
Oh, man, it's I'm getting a workout here.
Now you let it go.
Let it go?
You can let it go now, Tanji. All right.
Oh, wow. My first pulpo.
It's poached for about 90 minutes, then grilled alongside aromatic onions. The pulpo is served on a plate painted with a rich romesco, those char-grilled onions, white beans, and Texas grapefruit to balance all that richness. It's a feast for your eyes and your palate.
Want some?
The Fielding's Local bar is exotic too. Try their signature cocktail, Dragon's Breath, a bourbon-based drink mixed with elderflower and orange liqueurs, simple syrup, and smoked ice cubes.
Oh, look at that. That's fun.
Whenever there's someone we want to impress and that's important to us, we bring them to Fielding's Local.
Time for my wine finds, my favorite time every week. And today I've got a little bit of something for everyone, perfect for any holiday meal, any big get-together. I've got a Chard, a Pinot, and a Cabernet. Everyone's going to leave happy. All right, let's start out with the Chardonnay. This is the Goldschmidt Singing Tree Chardonnay. It's made by the well-respected Nick Goldschmidt family. This wine is luscious with its flavors of pears, peaches, and dare I say, I think I tasted a little hint of melon on this wine. It's fun. Again, Singing Tree Chardonnay, and it's a real find at about $13. All right, moving on to one of everyone's favorite varietals, Pinot Noir. You're going to love this. This is the Elouan Pinot Noir. This wine is beautiful. It has dark cherries, hints of vanilla, some spice, very well balanced and easy to pair with just about any dish. At 19 bucks a bottle, it is worth every single penny. Okay, big red wine fans, let me introduce you to the Crutz Magnolia Cabernet from Sonoma. This family actually got into the wine business as a hobby, but their friends liked their wine so much that now, 13 years later, they're in the big time. You can find the wines right here in Texas. You'll get dark cherries, blackberries, a bit of spice like sage, cedar. It's a velvety red wine and it goes with all kinds of roasted meats, priced at about $24. And as always, I found all my wines at HEB. How would you like a weekend away, complete with spa treatments? This could be your chance. Head to Good Taste TV right now and sign up for a chance to win a luxurious weekend at the Houstonian, complete with spa treatments for you and a guest at the beautiful award-winning Trellis Spa. Let's get social. Follow us on Facebook at Good Taste with Tanji and on Twitter and Instagram at Tanji Patton. That's all our time for now, guys. Thanks so much for joining us, and cheers to good taste.